capital city of Manila is a sprawling metropolis that's home to 12 million people. As one of the oldest cities in Asia, Manila still offers visitors a glimpse of its historic past, from its Spanish heritage to the old districts teeming with local color and flavor. With streets that are always crawling with traffic, life in Manila requires a certain unhurriedness. But here, at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex in the heart of the city, there is no slowing down for these Philippine national athletes training to become world champions. Among them is the women's boxing team, which has been performing well in the international arena.
1, 2, back.
For that, credit has to go to this man, their coach Roel Velasco. Yet Roel's greatest claim to fame is his own triumph in 1992 when he traveled to Barcelona to participate in the Olympics for the first time. After some easy wins over his opponents from Kenya and India, he faced Rowan Williams from Great Britain in the fight for bronze.
Sa first round, nalalaman ko na kagad na mananalo na ako dito dahil nakukuha ko na kagad yung lamang ko sa first round hanggang sa second round. Hanggang sa second round kasi alam mo naman ako pagka parang diesel habang umiinit lalong lumalakas eh.
Already assured of a bronze medal from that victory, Roel stepped into the ring with a Cuban for his fourth bout, hoping for a shot at the silver. But it was not to be.
Medyo na-surprise din ako dahil siyempre parang nagulat ako dahil sa first round pa lang kagad ako, niratsada eh. Baga din ako pinagbigyan ng pagkakataon na makaganti ng sa kanya. So nalungkot ako na medyo may saya dahil siyempre may medal din ako na uwi.
Upon his return with his country's sole medal from the Barcelona Olympics, Roel received a huge reward from the country. With it, he bought a home for his family. He then continued a winning streak as an amateur boxer, amassing a countless string of medals in a span of 12 years. Just a stone's throw away at the Sports Museum, Mansueto Onyok Velasco is taking a stroll down memory lane. Here, the two Velasco brothers are immortalized for their Olympic achievements. In Onyok's case, this came at a hefty price, following a grueling training regime in Cuba.
Sa Cuba, mala-impyerno yung buhay namin doon. Yung training talaga kasi lalo na yung Cuban coach namin talagang stricto. Bawal puyat, bawal akwatsa. Yung sa amin kasi malungkot kasi may nasawa na ako noon, na may 2 anak. So walang communication kasi hindi pa uso naman yung cellphone noon. Dahil sa mga kasamahan ko kasi talagang gusto nila umuwi na, ayaw na maglaro ng Olympic. Sa akin kasi, baga sa kwan parang ito na yung pagkakataon mo eh. So yung sa akin naman talagang pinupursige ko kahit masuka-sukan ako sa training na wala naman ako isuka dahil sa sobrang pagod. Tinitiis ko yun dahil nga gusto ko talagang manalo.
By the time Onyok reached Atlanta for the 1996 Olympic Games, his tough training had prepared him well for the challenges that lay ahead.
Nang unang laban ko at Chinese Taipei, masaya ako dahil nga Chinese Taipei hindi naman ganun kalakas noon. So siyempre parang kayang-kaya mo. Hindi na kaya powers ko.
In Onyok's next match, he faced a Cuban fighter. Aware of his boxing style, Onyok applied a different strategy.
Yung ginawa ko, talagang pinasok ko siya, labas-pasok ang ginawa ko doon. Suntok ako, labas ko, suntok siya, wala na ako. So pagtapos sa suntok, pasok naman ako, pak. Labas naman ako, suntok siya, wala na ako. Kaya mababaliw siya sa akin. Morocco naman. Mas malaki palalo. Mas matangkad. Diyan naman na kinabahan naman yung president namin si Manny Lopez. Dahil first round nakalamang yung Morocco. Tapos second round doon ako bumawi. Natamaan ko siya sa panga. Na-knockout siya. Tapos nakatayo. Hanggang tuloy-tuloy na yung score ko doon hanggang sa third round. na lamangan ko siya ng malaki.
This win guaranteed Onyok a bronze medal.
Over Hamid Berhili.
For the silver, he would have to conquer his Spanish opponent.
Ang kinaibahan naman nun, mas matangkad naman ako sa kanya. Mas madali pala pag matangkad ka. Kasi puro jab straight lang ginawa ko doon. Pagpasok niya, straight. Ganun lang. Tukod-tukod lang sa kanya. Mas madali. Napaka-simpleng panalo. Para sa silver.
For his final showdown against Bulgaria at the Atlanta Games, Onyok's confidence turned into disappointment.
Ano lang din, na-easy lang din sana. Kaso lang, malakas yung sa judges. Ano na lang, panoorin nyo na lang para kayo na mag-decide kung sinong panalo sa amin.
He looks like he's the leader because he's carrying the fight. Now look at that, cracking right there. That should have been a point. Now he works with the body on a right cross. He doubles up the punch. Still no point. Look at that. That left cross deserved the point very clearly. He threw a right and then a left. Velasco connecting, no point.
No from the spectators here inside Atlanta.
What a shame.
Oh, we were robbed of the gold. We were robbed of the gold.
Yan, parang masayang malungkot kasi nga dapat gold ang nakasabit tapos sa silver yung nakuha natin. So, parang hindi maganda. Yun. Masayang malungkot ang title. Ito yung pinakamatindi kong medal.
Judging controversies aside, the Velasco brothers have shown that boxing is a talent that runs in the family. In fact, 30 years before their triumph, there was another boxer who followed in his father's footsteps and became the Philippines' first Olympic silver medalist. Meet the shy and modest Anthony Villanueva after the break. This afternoon, the Velasco brothers have some very special visitors, including Nolito Velasco, the big brother who made it all happen for Roel and Onyok. Nolito, who was a boxing coach in Manila, recalls the time when a teenage Roel arrived from their province to try his fortunes as a boxer.
In the second round, parang ayaw niya na, parang titigil. Sabi ko sa kanya, pagka umayaw ka, ibalik kita sa Negros. Hindi ka pwede magpaiwan dito kasi hindi mo kaya mag-training dito. Pero kung makatapos ka, kahit talo ka, panalo ka sa akin, mapaiwan ka rito. So ginawa niya kahit na mapaiyak sa niya, talagang tinis siya, nakatapos siya. Sabi ko, winner ka, panalo ka. So magpaiwan ka rito. Magpaiwan ko siya.
Since Roel didn't throw in the towel, Nolito recruited him. Shortly after, Onyok joined them.
Kasi Sunyok, problem daw doon sa hindi na nagpapasok sa school at laging may kaaway doon sa eskwelahan. Lagi siyang may nagsusuntukan doon kaya pinadala para maiwas na lang ng gulo.
All the same, Roel was glad to have Onyok with him so they could once again train together and be each other's pillar of strength and support. Hailing from a family of 7 boys and 2 girls who all practiced boxing, what actually got them started was not a love for the sport.
Pagka national team ka ng Bago City team, libre na kasi pag-aaral namin.
May national team ka doon.
Isa pa din yun sa pinapursige namin. Sa Siam kami, biro mo kung paaralin niya kami lahat. So, hindi kaya.
Being the 2 youngest, Roel and Onyok naturally trained together.
So, nung dati hindi pa ako nagpalit, pag sumuntok ko ng job, iba yung sa akin, ito naman parang sa kabila yung sa kanya. Tinignan ko yung sa paa niya, iba pala dapat ganyan. Hanggang nakasanayan ko na, pero kanan talaga ako. So nung nasanay na ako, hindi na ako marunong gumanya. So dito na ako nasanay.
Due to their similar weight, not only did Roel and Onyok train together a lot, they often ended up squaring off during tournaments.
Kaya yung nanay namin umiiyak, bakit daw dalawa kami yung naglalaban.
Sabi,
Matawag yan, ba't yan naglalaban? Nagpagalitan yung kuya namin.
Pagdating kasi sa laban, kaya nga walang kapatid-kapatid, walang kaibigan. Oo, pagdating sa laban, laban talaga yan. No? So, walang bigayan talagang. Kita mo naman kasi kung nagbibigayan kami sa laban, baka hindi na kami masinso, baka hanggang hindi kayo may umangat. Pero minsan kasi pagka matandang kapatid ka, minsan pagka tinamaan mo yung butsong kapatid mo, parang gusto pang alalayan.
But once they step out of the ring, the sibling rivalry ends and love is restored. Next, we journey to the home of Anthony Villanueva, who was the Philippines' only Olympic silver medalist until Onyok came along 32 years later. Leaving behind the concrete of the city, we arrive at a sleepy little village. This is where Anthony lives today. We accompany Avery as he visits his father, who in 2001 suffered a stroke that left him unable to articulate or walk very well. He is joined by Anthony's childhood friend, Mamerto. Speaking on behalf of his father, Avery shares how Anthony got started in boxing.
Yeah. My dad started to love boxing because of my grandfather.
Avery's late grandfather just happens to be the first Filipino boxer to win an Olympic medal in 1932. As soon as Anthony could walk, Jose taught him to box. Despite his early potential, the avid basketball player with a love for music and fine arts did not consider becoming a boxer until he was 16.
He said, like, when my grandfather learned that he wants to be a boxer, he was so proud, and it's like introduced to everybody that he's going to be a boxer and he's going to be a next medalist and hopeful for gold.
So Anthony's training under his father began. In just 2 years, Anthony proved himself in the international arena and earned a berth in the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. News of the triumphant exploits of the handsome 19-year-old in Tokyo captivated his nation.
Sa akin, gusto bronze lang, bronze. Kaya kapatid ng tatay ko, yan ang gusto ko. Yung silver, okay lang, napakasaya ko.
Back at home, the elder Villanueva was elated.
Umiyak siya. Tapos, sa airport ko, saan? Nag-silver ka?
Probably you can see to his face that his dad cried when he achieved the silver medals, because it's like surpasses the record of my grandfather, and then he break the record for getting the silver medal. And getting the silver medal, he suffered like 4 cuts in his face and broken nose.
Nung makita sila nung Russian na tumalo sa kanya sa Olympic, nakita sila, inamin mismo ni Stanislav Stepaskin na, Anthony, you won the gold, not mine. Sabi niya, is that really so? Yes, Anthony, you are the champion. Yun ang inamin niya, according to Anthony. As far as I can remember, he also said that to become a champion, a boxer must possess the eye of an eagle, the strength of a horse, and the graceful of a dancer. He did it when we are watching the fight between Stanislav Stepaskin of Russia. So he got the gold for me, not the silver.
Interestingly, besides being the only other Filipino to win an Olympic silver medal, Onyok has a lot more in common with Anthony, including the grace of a dancer. Watch his transformation from classroom brawler to ballroom dancer. Coming up next. Since his Olympic victory more than 15 years ago, life for Roel still revolves very much around boxing. Typically, he spends Mondays to Fridays training his charges here, returning home only on the weekends to his wife and 3 children who mean the world to him. At least his hard work and sacrifices have paid off.
Talagang hanga po kami sa kanya dahil kung hindi po sa turo niya, sa pagtsatsaga niya po sa amin, hindi ko po nakamit yung gintong medalya sa iba't ibang competition sa boxing.
With women's boxing excluded from the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Roel has been tasked with helping the men prepare for their qualifying rounds.
Ulit-ulit kong sinasabi sa mga boxers or sa mga athletes, sinasabi ko kailangan natin ng sipag, tiyaga, disiplina at determinasyon. Yan ang ulit-ulit kong sinasabi para matupad ang ating mga pangarap.
Meanwhile, baby brother Onyok can be seen playing big brother to the younger athletes of today. He makes time to pass on what he has learned in spite of his hectic schedule.
May kasabihan tayo, pag may sipag at tiyaga, may nilaga. Parang gano'n eh. Gusto ko talagang manalo. Kasi pag tuwing lumalaban kami, kasi parang wala ng bukas. Ba't maraming nakukyutan sa akin? Bakit kaya?
Since returning from the Olympics, Onyok has pursued a career as an actor and comedian, appearing in movies and television shows.
Why are you calling me?
Humorous yet humble, he is well loved and recognized among his countrymen. The brothers' down-to-earth nature might make their victory seem effortless, but their childhood friend and former boxing teammate is quick to set the record straight.
Ang nakita ko sa nila ay yung pagsakripisyo na yung practice talaga, todos practice, and then yung iwas sa bisyo, iwas sa mga barkada na mga hindi maganda. Talagang disiplina talaga makita mo sa boxer. Umpisa pa lang talagang interest nila nandun, gaya ng ibang boxer na parang binabaliwala na nila ang training. Ang hangad kasi nila magkaroon ng kinabukasan nila. Sa boxing lang kasi hindi man sila kag-aral, yun ang ano nila.
Today, Onyok has a much bigger challenge ahead of him. He's one of the contenders in the 7th season of Shall We Dance, the Celebrity Dance Challenge.
Ang boxing, mas madali yung boxing. Kasi pagka tinamaan ka, parang kasalanan mo yun. Dito, pagka kamali ka, parang hindi maganda kasi kailangan sabay kayo ng partner mo eh.
Actually, he can dance it. He has the move kasi. Kasi parang yung footworks ng boxing, it's like you're dancing already.
Like Onyok, Anthony was once a celebrity and people's hero before he left for America, where he lived for 20 years. He returned to the Philippines in the late 80s and trained the next Olympic boxing medalist, Leopoldo Cervantes. His advice to today's athletes is summarized in his 3 Ds of success.
Kailangan talaga meron kang dedication, determination, at discipline. Tayo mag-guide mo.
Hard training, discipline, iwas mag-drugs, iwas magpuyat, iwas mag-inom, sigarilyo, lahat ng bawal, iwasan nila para makamit nila yung gusto nilang makamit.
Ang wish ko lang sa kanila, sinasabi ko palagi na isipin nila palagi tuwing laban, panalo. Kailangan nila yung puso nila, kailangan laging nasa isip nila yung bayan natin na mananalo ako.
Echoing these patriotic sentiments is Mark Joseph,
Isipin natin na yung ginagawa natin hindi para sa sarili natin, kung hindi para sa isang buong bansa, isang buong nasyon. At manalo man o matalo, sinasabi natin sa mundo, tayo ay nagkakaisa. Mabuhay ang Pilipino.
While show business may be a tougher arena than Onyok's used to, the fighter in him remains undaunted as he takes to the dance floor with a knockout performance. Life after the Olympics isn't always rosy.
My champion.
Pair number 4, congratulations Onyok and Olivia!
And it may take you on a path you never expected. But as the Velasco brothers and Anthony Villanueva have shown, no matter what life throws at you, you can come out triumphant if you evoke the spirit of champions that lies within you.